Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. I'm Shubham and you're watching Let Written App. So in this video we will see how we can create a search bar in Swift UI, and believe me, creating search bar in Swift UI is not that much complicated. So let's look into the demo first and then we will see how we can create this kind of functionality. So let's click on this thing, and this is our search bar. This one is our search bar, and there is a list of countries on which we are going to search. So let's type something over here, and as I click on this A over here, and it will only come up with the list of all the countries which having a A as an initial character. Now let's type AL, and it will show all the countries which are having a AL as their initials. Now let's change this thing and type G and now GE. So it will show all the things which are in this array with that initial words. So we are going to create this thing in this video, and if you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, and if you have any query or suggestion, please post that thing in the comment box and let me know in the comment box that did you like this search functionality. So let's start the video. Let's create an app. So open an export, click on single view application, click on next and give the whatever name you want to give. I'm just giving Swift UI search bar like this, and be sure that user interface should be Swift UI, and click on next and create this project where you want to create. I'm creating this project on my desktop. So after successful creating of this project, it will look something like this, and in which we have to first copy the array of countries. So I've already copied that thing and paste the array over here like this, and we are going to load all this thing, all these country names in the list. So for that we have to move on this content view, and now we have to first load the list like this, and this title we are talking about this search bar a bit later. So let's get this list. So simply we need to use some navigation view like this, and in this we have to take a scroll view so that we can do some kind of a scrolling in this, and in this we have to use a for each loop like this, and in this for each loop we have to pass the thing which can be iterable. So that's a array, so that's a country name, and we have to make this thing. We also need to pass a ID over here. So if you don't know what is this ID thing, so you can go and check out my previous videos. The link is mentioned in the description. In that thing I have taught about all this thing, that why we are using this ID over here. So then over here like name, because we are getting a name of a country, and we have to create one text view over here. Simply use text, and over here we have to use name. So now simply resume this thing and see that is it working fine or not, or we are getting the list of all the elements over here or not. So Swift UI taking a little bit time, so it's looking something like this, and the things are not looking very well. So let's make this thing out a little bit beautiful as compared to now. So for that we have to for in a demo, like there is a text over here and there is a good spacing between the text. So for that we have to first change the alignment of this thing. So for that we have to change the alignment. So for that we have to put this text view in a edge stack. So simply use edge stack, so we can put the spacer at the end. Simply use this one and just cut this thing and place over here, and in the end we have to use a spacer like this, spacer. And after doing this thing we will get all the things at the left hand side like this. Now there is a spacing, is very bad spacing, so let's give a padding to this edge stack. If we give a padding to this edge stack, I think this is not a good idea. We have to give a padding to this text only. So dot padding. So simply use padding over here, and you can customize the padding according to your own need. I've just given a default padding, so it's looks something like this. It's totally up to you that what padding you want to provide. Now we have to give a title to this. The title is like country list, so we have to put a title over here. This is a scroll view, so over here dot navigation bar title, and over here so we have to use country list like this. So we have just set up a list, and let's see in the live preview that is it working fine or not, that list is scrolling according to our own need or not. You can customize the cell according to your own need. You can also put a flag, and you have to create one model for all these things, image as well as the name. So you can do this thing according to your own needs. So it's the live mode is running. So let's resume this thing, and it's a scrollable thing, and it's perfectly scrolling as per our need. So now let's create a search bar. So for creating a search bar we need to take one more class. So simply that's a Swift class. We are not using any Swift UI class right now. So the name is like search bar, or you can use custom search bar. custom search bar, and let's create this thing. So after creating this thing, so this class is responsible for uh, doing a search functionality as well as the design part. So for that we have to just create one structure over here. Simply use struct like this, and the name is like the name as a class name, so custom search bar, and it should confirm one protocol, that is UI view representable protocol. UI view representable, that's not coming because we didn't import the Swift UI. So simply import the Swift UI, and over here we have to use a UI view representable, this one, and when we importing this class, this is responsible for handling the all the UI kit elements in Swift UI. So that's why we are importing this thing. So after this it was showing an error, so we need to import two methods in this class first. So for the first is make UI view. This is responsible for creating a view, this one make UI view. And so let's create a search bar over here. So let search bar equals to UI search bar like this, and in this we have to initialize the frames by 0 like this, and we have to simply return this search bar. So this method is responsible for creating the things which are in Swift, and they can be used in Swift UI. So it's showing an error after returning this search bar that it's of a UI view type. So simply remove this thing, and you can use our search bar like over here like this. So it will work fine now. So now we need to create one more method, and that is a update view. So this method is used to create the views, and this method is used to update the view. So whenever there is change in this search bar, this method will call, and the things we will use, like binding thing, is used to update the views in Swift UI. So now we need to update the view. So UI view, we are using this method, this variable UI view, this one dot text. So whatever text user will pass in that search bar will update over here, and this will update the Swift UI class. So we have to create one property over here, like @binding property, @binding property, and it's like a text, and it should be of string type like this, and we have to pass the text over here. So this is a very basic thing which we will see, which we are done whenever we have to do some kind of a binding between the text. Not this one, simply use text like this. So till so far we are just created a search bar and didn't update any text on view, and it is not able to take any text because we didn't confirm any delegate till so far. So for confirming any kind of delegate, we have to just simply create one coordinator class. So simply use class coordinator like this, and it should confirm two protocols, that is first NS object like this, and the second one is the delegate which we are going to implement in this class. So that is a UI search bar delegate, this one, and in this we have to integrate all the methods which we are using in the delegate class. So first we need to init this thing. So simply use init like this, and in this init we will take one bindable property. So simply use text, and it's a bindable property, so simply type binding. And so we are just created a binding property. So whenever there is any change in that search bar, this init method will call and it will update this property. So let's see how we can do that. So simply first we need to take one more property. So that's a binding property also, that binding where text is equals to it's kind of a string type, and we have to use this text by using underscore, simply like this, and we have to assign this thing over here, and we have to integrate a delegate method, that is a text did change, I guess, text did change, this one, and in this we have to assign that property in text, search text, this one. So this is how all the things work, but still there is one issue that we didn't confirm any kind of delegate over here. So let's confirm the delegate over here. So search bar dot delegate. So in Swift we will assign like a self thing in Swift, but in Swift UI we are not allowed to do this kind of a thing. So we have to use a coordinator. So we have to use context dot coordinator like this. So this will call one method, and that is a make coordinator, this one, and in this we have to return this class, return coordinator, and that's a class, this one. We have to provide one bindable property over here, and that is a text, $text. We are using dollar because that's a binding property. So this text is this one. So whatever is updating over here, this will work, this will go on in this text property and it will assign to this view. So let's see how we can use this thing in that content view. So let's move on the content view. And so first we need to add a search bar over here. So simply use custom search bar like this, and in this we need to provide one binding property. So let's create one binding property over here. So simply use where state, sorry, the thing is like @state first, s should be capital, where text, and it should be of string type like this, string, and the initial value is nil or empty, we can say that. So now we have to use this binding property over here. So at the $sign @state @text. So this is how we have created this thing over here. So now let's run this thing and check that it is working fine or not. So we will get a search bar over here and the list at the bottom. I think we didn't do anything till so far to search a list. We just implemented a text bar or that search bar. So now let's type something over here and it's working fine, but there is no searching till so far. So for creating a searching thing, we need to put some logic in this for each loop. So simply create one filter on this array. So for applying the filter, we just simply use dot filter over here, this one, and we have to remove this thing and we need to create one closure over here. So by doing this thing, we will filter the things, and in this we have to just simply use like self.text. We are using the top property, so whatever user will type, this will come on this text property because that's a binding property, and we are checking that is it empty. So if there is nothing in this text field, we are returning true at the moment. So all the elements will be shown if there is nothing in the text field, and if there is something in the text field, then we will return $0.contain. So $0 means the element dot contain, and in this contain we will pass the text which whatever user have just entered. So like this. I hope this will work. So let's build this thing and check is there any kind of a error or not. So I think there is no error in this code. So let's resume this thing and check that it is working fine or not. Still there are 2 or 3 things which we are going to do. So let's see. So I'm just typing over here like a s. So there is nothing a s a n. So it will showing the things which are just having a n. So it is also showing that Netherlands because there is a an over here, but we want a search listing that with the initial words only. For example, an, if we want to search a Germany, then we have to write GE, and it will show all the things which are containing GE. So I only want the elements which are having an initial as a GE. So for that we have to do like put some logics over here like $0.contain. We have to put some like dot prefix. So every element having some prefix, so dot prefix, and in the maximum length we have to pass like text dot count. So whatever user have typed dot count like this, and in this we will put a content logic dot contain this one dot contain like this. There is a issue. So let's see is it working fine or not, and let's it's running. So simply write GE. So it will only showing the elements which is like GE. So let's type with AN, and it is showing an element which is having an initials as AN. But there is an issue like if we type a small a, so is it working fine or not? That in that case we will check in the simulator. So let's run this thing and check this thing in a simulator. So the application is running. Now let's type a small a. So I'm just open a keyboard over here and just simply type a small a. So if I type a small a, it is not showing any element because there is no small a in the list. So if we want to support like if user type a small a or a capital A, it doesn't matter. So for that we have to put something over here like dot lowercase. So whatever the elements are coming, whatever strings are coming should be in a lowercase, and whatever user have typed also match with a lowercase. like this. Now let's run this thing and check that it is working fine or not. So now let's type a capital A-S, there is nothing with A-S, A-N, so it's having a A-N, and now let's type a small A-N, A-N, and it is showing all the elements which we are coming with capital A-N. So it's working fine now. So this is how we can create a search in a Swift UI. And so this is for today. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, and if you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get the notifications of all other videos. And please let me know in the comment section, did you like this functionality or not. So meet you in the next video. Thank you.